listening to This Place by Oregon Humanities. Each week we ask Oregonians around the state what it's like to live where they do. Today we hear from Gary Marshall in Harney County.
My name is Gary Marshall, and I live in an area that is outside of Burns and Hines in Harney County, Oregon. It's rural from even Burns and Hines, which is pretty rural in itself. And I live on a ranch that has been handed down through the family. And my wife and I have been there since 1979. We raised 3 children there, and we love it there, and we're going to stay. I actually live in a upstairs kind of apartment now temporarily in a log barn, and I have this big window that looks out south over our meadows. And when I look out over that meadowland, it's not only mine, but it's the neighbors, it's National Wildlife Refuge area that I can see, and it is a look that I never get tired of. And it is something that changes, of course, with the seasons, but it's beautiful in the spring when there's water out across the meadows. These are all native meadows, and so wildlife love them. They come in and they stop over in the spring and they stay there, and they'll use the ponding that's occurring out there, and they'll also raise their chicks there and stay through the summer. I do have a favorite spot, and I like to walk quite a bit. And I have this hill right behind my house, and I'll climb that regularly, daily sometimes. And there's a spot right up on top of that rim that's on up right at the height of it, and I can see all directions from that spot. I can see the mountains out to the west and the north, and all the way down through the entire Double O Valley, and it's a favorite of mine. And there is a season that I like more than others, and that's the autumn or the fall of the year. It is just so soft and peaceful compared to the spring. And this area is really difficult to get from winter into spring. It is rough. I often think about it as, we have quite a few animals, and I often think about it. It's just a form of giving birth. It's tough. It's painful at times, and it's always changing, and you're getting something, different all the time. So, but fall, it smooths out, and the days are generally pretty warm, and the nights are cool, and it's just really a favorite time for me. I've always felt like it has been one of the best teachers that I have ever been around, because you're exposed all the time, hourly, daily, to things that are showing you something, and there's all forms of nature that's happening out there, the soil and all the life in it, and the right up through the large animals and everything in between, the plants, and how everything works and is dependent on everything else.
That was Gary Marshall in Harney County. You've been listening to This Place from Oregon Humanities.